Hello guys, hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to duplicate how to duplicate tables within a database, and also how to duplicate or copy table from one database to another. All right, so let's get started. But before then, please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever we post more videos. We'll be making more interesting and educating videos. All right, please don't forget to like and share this video. So let's get started. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be using two databases. The first database is the Twitter blog. As you can see, if I open the Twitter blog, there's no table here created in this Twitter blog does not have any table. The second database I'm going to be making use of is the Sky blog right here. So if I click on the Sky blog, you will see I have only one table, post table. So if I open the post table, you see we have records that are being inserted into this database. We have about 27 records. Okay, these are not real records, they are just randomly they just ignore the records, but we just want to show you that there's a record in a database. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to look at is how to duplicate this post table. All right, and then in duplicating or copying a table, there are two things that are actually being done. The first one is either you want to copy only the table structure. That's the first thing. You can just copy only the table structure, and the second thing is to copy both the table structure and the records. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to show you how you can copy this table and its records. Okay, so let's get started. So here we're working on Skyblock. So if you see here, we have Skyblock and then post. So let's go to our SQL. So right here, we're going to be creating a new table, and also we're going to be duplicating this table, right? So the first the thing we're going to do, since it's creating a new table, there's no table that is existing here. That's one thing you should note. We don't have any table existing, so we'll be creating the table and inserting the data at the same time. So we're going to use create table. So I want to name the table posts backup. All right, it's going to be a post backup, and I will call the ask keyword, and after the ask keyword, I'm going to select what I want from this product, from this post table, that will be copied into the post backup table. So if I want the column that I want, I might decide post ID, title, slug, content from the posts table. All right, from this post table. All right, so sorry, I missed the select. Select. So I want to select these columns from the post table. These are the only two columns that I want to copy. But in my case, I do not want to copy just this table, but I just want to show you, in case you do not want to copy all the columns, you can just select the columns that you wish to copy. But in this case, I want to copy all the tables, so I will use the asterisk. So with this, the data with this it will select all the records, all the columns, sorry, and all the records inside. So let's run this query and see what we've got. So the query runs successfully. So if you check at Skyblock, let me click on this. You see we now have two tables. We have the post table and we have the post backup. So let's open the post backup and see what we've got inside. So you see it has all the records. They're about 27, so this should be 27 the number. So right here, you can see we have 27 record. If we go to the post table, you see we also have the same. All right, we also have the same record number of record, 27. So this is the first thing, the first way you can just duplicate a table within a database. So the second one is to duplicate the table structure without the record. All right, let's say I want to duplicate this post table, but then I don't want any record. I don't want all these records. I just want only the schema or the structure. So let's go back to our SQL and write some code. So we're going to call the create keyword. We're going to say create table, and then we can say backup post backup post backup DB. All right, well, that's what we're gonna call it, and we're gonna create it like, we're gonna call the like keyword like the posts table. So what this says, we want to create a table that has the same structure as the post table, not with the records, but just the table only, the table structure or schema only. All right, so let's run this and see what we've got. So you see right here the table appears. So if I go to the Skyblock database, I have 3 tables. So when I open this backup DB, you see I only have the structure or the schema without records inside. All right, so this is a way you can, if you wish to do this, I mean, that's how you're going to do it. So the third thing I'm going to do is how to copy. Now we have this table, the backup DB is an existing table, so we want to copy the records from the post table to this backup DB table. All right, so let's get to our SQL and write some queries. Okay, so and this has to do with inserting, to insert data, because we want to insert data to the post backup DB from the post table. All right, so what we're going to call the insert statement, insert keyword. We say insert into, and then we're going to mention the table, the targeted table. So in this case we have it to be posts backup DB. All right, and then we're going to state all the columns that we want to insert records into. So in this case I'm going to insert all of them. I'm going to say post ID, title, slug content, then author, created art, then updated art. All right, so these are the fields that I want to insert records into, and I will say select. So here I want to select all, I want to select columns. I can select any number of columns depending on what I have here. So the number of columns I have here should match with what I'm going to select here. So since I selected all of them here, I'm just going to say select all from the targeted table, and the targeted table is the posts table. So we're going to call on the posts table right here. All right, and then we run this query to see what we have. When we run this query, so you can see the query runs successfully, and if we go to the backup DB, you see we have all our records. Wow, this is cool. So we have all the records. So if you go through all the tables, we can see we have all of the records. All right, so the last thing I'm going to show you is how you can duplicate this post table or any of this table into the tutor block. Now the tutor block does not have any table at all. If you check it, there's no table at all in the tutor block. So we want to copy post from here, a table from here to this. So first of all, I want to say this, before we can do that, we need to get the schema or the structure of the post table, of the targeted table, the post table or the post backup excuse me. So here, when we get a schema, we have to create a table here with the same schema, and then we can now proceed with copying the data. So what we're going to do is we're going to check the query with which we created this post table right here. So we're going to be on the Skyblock, right? excuse me. So we're going to say show create table, and then we're going to mention the table name. Here we want the post. Remember we've selected the Skyblock database, so we want this. So this will show us the command or the query. So here you see it's not full, it's not showing the full text. You go click on this extra option, click on the full text right here, and then click on the go. So this is the query we need to create the same table structure as the post. This is from the post, so we have to copy all of this to this point. We copy it, then we have to go into the tutor block. All right, and then we are into the tutor block, then we have to go to SQL, copy paste all of this, and then run this query. So when we run this query, we have this table, but there's nothing inside of it. You can see it's an empty table without data. So having done this, we now proceed with copying this data. All right, so we go back to our SQL. So what we're simply going to do, it's very simple. All right, it's very simple. What we're simply going to do is to insert record from the post table in the Skyblock database to the post table in the tutor block database. Okay, so we're gonna say insert into here the targeted table. All right, so we want to insert it into the tutor blog post. So we're going to call the database first. We're going to say tutor blog dot. Now we're going to use the dot notation to target these posts. All right, so we're going to call the post, and then we want to, we have been able to select this. All right, I hope this, you get this. So we're inserting into this. All right, we have to call the database because we are dealing with database from one database to another, so we have to use the database to get the post. Now if you check in both database, you will see both of them has post. So if you just mention post, database my SQL is going to be confused because it will not know which post you're talking about. So we have to use the tutor blog, which is the database name, to be able to get the table we are looking for. All right, so having done this, we want to now select all, because we want to get all of them. I want to select all from the source database and table. Okay, so the source is Skyblock, so we have to call the database, which is like Skyblock, and use the dot notation to get all the posts. So in this case, we have gotten all the posts here, so you can see insert into tutorblog.post, then select all from skyblock.post. So this is all we need to do. So we go ahead to run the post, to run this. So when we run it, we have to go and check our tutorblog if these records are there. So let's go there and check. Oh wow, so you can see all the records are there. If I expand this the more, about 50, then I should get 27. This is where I see 27. So this is how you can copy data, copy this. I hope this helps. So if you have any confusion, please comment right below. I'll be waiting to answer your question. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you and God bless you.